Today we are going to make a vegan Japanese breakfast. For breakfast, I usually start with some rice and miso soup with loads of veggies. It's so tasty and nourishing for the body and mind. So today I'd like to share my vegan version of veggie mixed rice by using a clay pot and miso soup. Let's get started. So let's begin with the miso soup. For broth, prepare dried shiitake mushroom, kombu, and water. Then into the broth, add carrot, onion, thin fried tofu, and wakame seaweed. Thin fried tofu is a deep fried thin tofu. I already made a 2 video about Japanese ingredients, so if you are interested, go to the link on the description box below. Then for the miso, I'm using yellow miso paste for today. Speaking of vegetable, you can add anything you want in miso soup, but I personally recommend putting vegetables that are naturally sweet such as carrot, onion, daikon radish, and Chinese cabbage. On this channel, I have a lot of miso related recipes like miso udon noodle, miso ramen, miso mushroom pasta, miso eggplant onigiri, homemade instant miso soup, which is perfect for the busy morning. I made a playlist of those, so I hope you will enjoy after this video. Then dried shiitake mushrooms should be rehydrated by being soaked in the water. Soaking time will be different depending on how thick the mushroom is, so please refer to the package instructions. Mushroom should be double the size of the dried one. Squeeze the softened shiitake mushroom to release the excess water. And don't toss away the juice of shiitake mushrooms. They are packed with great flavor, which is we are going to use for broth of miso soup and rice. Remove the stem and thinly slice it. Divide it into half for miso soup and half for mixed rice. Next, transfer the juice of shiitake mushroom into the pot and place the kombu, then soak it for at least 30 minutes to get it softened. Now let's prep the vegetables. Peel the skin of the carrot, cut in half lengthwise, then cut into about 1/4 inch. Onion should also be sliced in about the same size as the carrot. For the fried tofu, pour it over boiling water to remove the oil coated around it. That oil is not good for you and it ruins the taste as well. When it's cooled down, squeeze the excess water and pat it with the paper towel to dry, then cut in half lengthwise and thinly slice it. By the way, I'm using clay pot for making the rice today, but also made a video of using rice cooker, which is a lot easier and quicker. Again, leaving the link in the description box. In a pot, there is a kombu soaking in the water. Put the heat on high and take out the kombu before it starts to boil completely. If you see small bubbles around the kombu, that's the sign it's time to remove it. After removing the kombu, add the vegetable and fried tofu. Cook it until all the vegetables are fully cooked. I love to put a lot of veggies as it draws a more complex flavor when everything is combined. My version is not very watery but rather chunky kind of soup. You should also add the wakame seaweed to boost the flavor even more. And lastly, we are going to dissolve the miso paste into the soup. Take the miso paste in a ladle and dissolve it completely before you mix into the soup, otherwise you will have a lump in your soup. Try not to boil the soup after you add the miso paste in order to keep the aroma of the miso paste intact. And that is it. I made this miso soup a million times, but I never get the same taste because the flavor always depending on the ingredients. Try and explore your own taste. I cannot tell how much I like this miso soup. Next, let's make the vegetable mixed rice. We need sushi rice, dried shiitake mushroom, kombu, fried tofu, carrot, and water. For the seasonings, we have 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of rice wine, 1 tablespoon of mirin, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Exact measurement is on my web. The link is on the description box below. So first, soak the dried shiitake mushroom in water until it gets softened. Then rinse the rice and soak it in cold water for an hour. This process will allow the rice to absorb more water inside, which brings out the great texture and flavor. After an hour, drain the water and let them dry in a strainer. And in a clay pot, place the kelp and water. Let it sit for at least 30 minutes. I'm using clay pot for today, but you can use just a regular pot or a rice cooker. Then add the juice of the dry shiitake mushroom. Now let's prepare the vegetable. Cut the carrot in half lengthwise and then thinly slice it. For the fried tofu, make sure to remove the oil before you cut into slices. By this time, the kombu should be done soaking, so remove the kombu from the clay pot, set it aside first, but we are going to use this soon, so just keep it aside. Kelp is so slippery. And in a clay pot, add the rice and 1 tablespoon of rice wine, 1 tablespoon of mirin, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce. Gently stir them all together. Then in goes the carrots first. So whatever the hardest you have should be at the bottom of your pile. Dried mushrooms and fried tofu. And on top of that, place the kombu which we saved earlier. With the lid on, put the heat on high until it starts to boil. You want to keep the lid on as you will see the steam and bubbles are coming out around the edge of the lid when it's boiling inside. And soon after it starts to boil, reduce the heat to low and simmer it for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, bring the heat to high for 10 seconds to evaporate the water, still at the bottom of the clay pot. We also want to have a burn bit for a nice smoky flavor. And now turn off the heat and steam it for another 15 minutes. Do not open the lid throughout this entire process. And after steaming away, open the lid and mix the rice in a bottom to top motion. Can you see the burn bits at the bottom? It's so tasty. Transfer it onto your bowl and it's ready to eat. I always pair some pickles with the rice and miso soup. To me, these combinations are always a winner. This is something I always want to come back to after any feast since it reminds me of my grandma. If you have any leftovers, go ahead and freeze it or feel free to make a rice bowl for lunch. Hi! I hope you enjoyed this video. You guys noticed that this video is revival version of my old videos. I already published a Japanese breakfast recipe series, but this video itself was a really old one, so I just ended up unlisting it because I'm getting a lot of comment about the background music is too loud and you guys cannot hear my voice well. So But I know that you guys love this recipe, so I'm making this again for you guys. So I hope you enjoy this. And the point is that your feedback is always appreciated. So thank you so much for your comment, your likes, subscribes. Okay, now I don't know what to say for now, but thank you. We are really close to 20,000. Bye! またね